I can still remember the exact moment my marriage broke. Not with shouting or tears, but with a single sentence that sliced straight through me. "You don't deserve me, Michael." Claire stood in the kitchen, arms crossed, her lips pressed into that firm, practiced line I'd seen 1,000 times before, the look she wore when she'd already made up her mind. At first, I laughed, not because it was funny, but because laughing was easier than admitting what was happening. "Deserve you?" I asked, forcing a smile. "Claire, we've been together 12 years. Married 8. What are you talking about?" Her eyes slid away, from me to the floor, to the sink, anywhere but my face. "I need more," she said softly. "I want more. You've gotten too comfortable. I can't keep living like this." Her words sounded rehearsed, like lines from a script she practiced in the mirror. And that's when it hit me. She wasn't talking about wanting more from life. She was talking about wanting someone else. The weeks that followed fell hollow. The house we'd built together became a museum of what used to be silent, cold, heavy with absence. Claire started coming home later, claiming work dinners or nights out with friends. Sometimes there was a perfume on her clothes I didn't recognize. Her phone, once carelessly left on the counter, now never left her hand. I didn't confront her at first. Maybe I was afraid. Maybe I just didn't want to hear the truth I already knew. But one night I broke. "Is there someone else?" I asked. My voice was quiet, but it shook. She didn't deny it. She didn't admit it either. She just sighed, looked down, and said, "I don't want to fight, Michael. Maybe one day you'll understand that letting me go was the best thing you ever did." So I let her go, not gracefully, not without sleepless nights staring at the ceiling, wondering where it all went wrong. But I let her go, because holding on to someone who's already left you in their heart is a kind of slow death. The divorce was quick, too quick. She wanted the house, the car, half the savings. I gave her more than I should have, not because I didn't care, but because I was too tired to fight anymore. When the papers were signed, it felt like the last breath of a long, painful story. 2 years passed. I rebuilt myself piece by piece, moved into a small apartment, buried myself in work, learned how to stand on my own again. But healing leaves cracks. Late at night, I'd still wonder, was she happy now? Did she find that more she wanted? I never expected to get an answer. Then came the 10-year high school reunion. I hadn't planned to go. Claire and I had gone to the same school, and the idea of bumping into her made my stomach turn. But then my old friend Jake called. "Come on, man." Free drinks, familiar faces, maybe even some closure. That last word, closure, got me against my better judgment. I went. The banquet hall was buzzing with laughter, nostalgia, and the faint smell of bad champagne. People were swapping old stories and pretending they hadn't aged a day. I hung near the edges, drink in hand, politely nodding at faces I barely remembered. And then I saw her. Claire. She looked the same, yet completely different. Shorter hair, sharper expression. But her eyes, that's what hit me. There was a heaviness there, a kind of sadness I'd never seen before. Standing beside her was a tall man with the smug confidence of someone who thought he'd won. His arm was slung around her like she was a trophy. "Michael." Her voice was too bright, too practiced. She'd seen me. "Wow, I didn't think I'd see you here." "Same," I said evenly. Her boyfriend smirked and offered his hand. "So you're the ex heard a lot about you." I didn't take it. Just lifted my glass slightly and kept my eyes on Claire. The rest of the night, I didn't go near them. I didn't need to. Watching was enough. He snapped at her when she spilled a drop of wine on his sleeve, ignored her when she tried to join conversations, flirted openly with other women. At one point, I saw her alone at the bar. Her shoulders were slumped, her smile gone. The moment no one was watching, the mask slipped, and that's when I realized she hadn't found someone better. She'd just lost herself. Later that night, I stepped outside for air. The cold breeze felt good, clean, freeing. Then I heard her voice. "Michael, wait." I turned. She was alone now. No boyfriend. Just Claire. Her eyes shimmered, not with happiness, but regret. "I didn't think you'd come tonight," she said softly. Neither did I. A silence hung between us, heavy and familiar. You look good, she said finally. Better than before. Once, that would have meant everything to me. Now it meant nothing. She took a step closer. Do you hate me? I looked at her, the woman who had once been my world. The same woman who shattered it with a single choice. And for the first time, I didn't see the Claire I used to love, just a stranger wearing her face. No, I said quietly. I don't hate you. I just don't know you anymore. Her eyes filled. I thought he'd be different, she whispered. I thought I deserved better. The words cut, but not the way they used to. She had left because she thought I wasn't enough. And yet, here she stood, broken by the man she'd chosen instead. I should have felt vindicated, but all I felt was grief. I hope you find what you're looking for, Claire, I said, turning away. Michael, her voice cracked behind me. Do you ever miss us? I stopped. Memories flickered. Our first kiss, our wedding day, the late nights dreaming about a life we'd never get to live. Then came the silence, the betrayal, the goodbye. Sometimes, I admit it, but missing what we were doesn't mean I want it back. And I walked away. That night, lying in bed, it finally hit me. Closure doesn't come from revenge or apologies. It comes from seeing the truth for yourself. From realizing the person who once made you feel small was never as towering as you thought. Claire once told me I didn't deserve her. But the truth is, she didn't deserve the man I used to be. And for the first time in years, I slept without her shadow beside me.